Welcome to Easy Learn channel. In today's episode, our topic is pronouns. Let's see the definition. Definition of pronoun. A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun in the sentence. So according to the definition, a pronoun is a word which replaces a noun in the sentence. So before going to the pronouns, we should know what are nouns. So I have already prepared a video about the types of nouns. You can go through the videos. Now, let's continue our topic. So, examples of pronouns are I, he, she, it, we, you, they, etc. Let's see some example sentences of pronouns. Hasita likes to play with her brother. Hasita likes her brother. Hasita is a name of a person which is repeating in the sentence. To avoid that, you can use a pronoun instead of repetition of a noun Hasita. So if you observe the sentences, Hasita is a noun. It is a name of a person. It is repeating in both the sentence. So in the introduction, we will use the name as it is, noun as it is. When it is repeating, then only we will replace a noun with a pronoun. So let's see how we do that. Hasita likes to play with her brother. She likes her brother. So, she is a pronoun. She is a pronoun used in place of a repeated noun or name Hasita. So, look here. She is a pronoun which is used in place of a repeated noun. Right. Let's see one more example. Reema and Renu are best friends. Reema and Renu like to play together. In the given sentence, you can observe the names being repeated to avoid repetition. You can use the plural pronoun they. So we have learned in the above example about a singular pronoun she. Right. Now let's learn about the plural pronoun. So how we will replace the nouns Reema and Renu with a pronoun? Let's see. Reema and Renu are best friends. They like to play together. So if you observe here, when the Reema and Renu are repeated in the sentence, then we have replaced the names with the pronoun they, plural pronoun they. So they is the plural pronoun used in place of repetition of the nouns or names Reema and Renu. Types of pronouns. Personal pronoun, reflexive pronoun, emphatic pronoun, indefinite pronoun, relative pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, interrogative pronoun, distributive pronoun, possessive pronoun. These are the 9 types of pronouns we are going to learn in detail. Personal pronouns. I, we, you, he, she, it, they, etc. represent personal pronoun. They come under 3 person categories of pronoun. The 3 person categories are first person pronoun, second person pronouns and third person pronoun. Let's see in detail in the table. The first person is me, second person you, and third person is about someone else. Let's see with an example. When the first person is me means that I am speaking. I'm speaking with you, the second person. I'm speaking with you about someone else, the third person. Right? Now let's see in detail. When first person singular, pronouns are I, me, my, mine. First person plural, pronouns are we, us, our, ours. And in these all singular and plural nouns, I am present in them. Now let's see second person singular pronouns. You, your, yours. Second person plural pronouns. You, your, yours. In both singular and plural pronouns, you are present. In third person singular pronoun. She, her, hers, he, him, his. They, them, their, theirs, it, its. Third person plural pronouns. they, them, their, theirs. Reflexive pronoun. We use reflexive pronouns when the subject and the object are same. That means action performed by the subject is on the subject itself. We add self to singular pronoun and selves to plural pronouns. Let's see some example sentences. Naitik saw himself in his video. Above subject Naitik and object himself are same. If you observe, Naitik is performing an action for himself. The object is himself. So both subject and object are same. Let's see another example. Naitik and Hasita tidy up the toys themselves. Naitik and Hasita are the subjects and themselves is an object. Reflexive pronouns. Emphatic pronoun. Emphatic pronouns emphasize the subject, noun or pronoun. They emphasize the doer doing the action. In this also we add self to singular pronouns and selves to plural pronouns. Just like in reflexive pronoun, as we add self and selves to singular and plural pronouns, in emphatic pronoun also it is the same. But there is a difference between the reflexive and emphatic pronouns. Let's see in some example sentences. Ritu baked a cake herself for kids. Subject is Ritu, object is herself. Subject and object are same, but action done is for someone else. So, we emphasize on same subject and object doing the action for someone else. The difference between reflexive and emphatic pronoun is that in emphatic pronoun, the action performed by the subject is not for itself, whereas in reflexive pronoun, action results for the subject itself. Indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns used are used in a general way. Indefinite pronouns used in a sentence do not refer to any particular thing or person. Such pronouns are indefinite or uncertain. That means indefinite pronouns do not refer any particular person or thing. They are indefinite. They refer to any indefinite person or indefinite thing. They are uncertain. Indefinite persons can be a subject or an object in the sentence. Though sometimes indefinite pronouns refer to more than one thing or persons, they are mostly identified as singular. Even though if the indefinite person is referring to any plural thing or a person, still they are considered identified as singular in grammar. Let's see some examples of indefinite pronouns. All, anyone, anybody, anything, some, someone, somebody, something, everyone, everybody, everything, no one, nobody, nothing, none. These are the examples of indefinite pronouns. Let's see some indefinite pronoun sentences. Everyone knows about their kind nature. Here everyone is means everyone. It is a plural, but still everyone is considered as a singular pronoun. Now, does anyone know them? Here anyone. It is again indefinite or uncertain. We are not mentioning about any particular person or referring to any particular person or thing. Nobody cares. Nobody is also again an indefinite pronoun. She would like to have some fruit. Here some. It is not any particular fruit or any variety of fruit. So it is some fruit is some, again it is an indefinite pronoun. Relative pronoun. Relative pronoun is used to refer to nouns mentioned already or previously. Examples of relative pronoun: who, whom, whose, that, which, whichever, whoever, whomever. Here, these are all the examples of some relative pronoun. Let's see some relative pronoun sentences. You can select candidates whoever has a good knowledge. Here whoever is a relative pronoun, it is referring to the pronoun already mentioned in the sentences, and the noun is candidates. It is referring to the candidates already mentioned in the sentence. Let's see another example. There are two mobile phones here. Which is yours? Which is again a relative pronoun. It is referring to the nouns mobile phones already mentioned in the sentence. Demonstrative pronoun. A demonstrative pronoun is a pronoun which indicates one or more persons, places, things, or animals that are near or far. They help to describe things that are near or far from the speaker. Here, the things can be singular nouns or plural. Examples of demonstrative pronouns: this, that, these, those. We use this, that for singular nouns. We use these, those for plural nouns. Let's see when we use them. When a doll is near, we use this. This is a doll. When the doll is far, we use that. That is a doll. And let's see the examples of plural nouns. When the dolls are near, we use these. These are dolls. When the dolls are far, we use those. Those are dolls. Interrogative pronoun. Interrogative pronouns are used for asking questions. Examples of interrogative pronoun: what, which, where, who, whom, whose, etc. Interrogative pronoun sentences. Where is your home? Where is used? Where is an interrogative pronoun. At what time do you study? What is an interrogative pronoun. Whose is this bag? Whose is an interrogative pronoun. Now I want to tell you something more, like about this which and what. The difference between which and what. We use which when the choice is limited. When, like for example, which is your favorite color? Green or red? So here I have a limited choice of colors, only green or red, among green or red. So I used which. Now when the choice is not limited, then we use what. What is your favorite color? Here the choice is more. It is not limited. So we have to use what. Distributive pronoun. The pronoun which refer to a noun one at a time. Or we can also say distributive pronouns refer to all persons or things one by one. Distributive pronouns are always singular and followed by a singular verb. Let's see some examples. Examples of distributive pronouns are each, neither, either. Sentences using distributive pronoun. Each of the students should understand the lesson. Here, the distributive pronoun each referring to the students one by one. Let's see another example. Neither of the candidates was late. Here, neither is a distributive pronoun referring to the candidates one by one. Let's see one more example. Either of these two apples are fresh. Here, either is a distributive pronoun referring to the two apples one by one. Possessive pronoun. The pronoun which shows possession or ownership is known as possessive pronoun. Examples: my, mine, hers, his, ours, yours, etc. These are the possessive pronouns. Let's see some sentences using possessive pronoun. That is my phone. Here my is a possessive pronoun which is referring to the ownership. Let's say another example. That's mine. Here, mine. Mine is again a possessive pronoun which is showing the ownership. Take your pen. Here, your. Your is the possessive pronoun which is showing the ownership of the pen. That's her pouch. Here, her is a possessive pronoun which is showing the ownership of the pouch. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon for notifications. Thank you.